Alright, this is the second part of our video training. 2 ways to multiple streams of income. Be sure you have watched the first and this one, and of course the last part, which will be the third part. So quickly, 2 ways to multiple streams of income. Option 1, you can have multiple streams of income from just one business. So from one business that you do, you're able to create multiple streams of income. Option 2, multiple streams of income from different businesses. So you focus on one part-time and you grow it, nurture it. Be sure it's you build a system around it. It has a life of its own, and then you move to the next. We'll discuss that in detail. So multiple streams of income 1, that's MSI 1. You squeeze every possible money juice in that line of business. One business, multiple income. So you're focusing on one line of business, but from it you're able to create several sources of income. Let's look at our example. Let's say you are into baking. Now, baking is just an example. You can substitute that for any other kind of profession or any fields that you're interested in. But let's assume you are into baking. You bake cakes and sell, so you are making money from that. You do wedding cakes, birthday cakes, anniversary cakes, and all that. So already that is one source of income. Another source of income could be you train students. You have students that you train. They learn from you how they too can start the business, how they too can bake cakes, whether it is wedding cakes or just birthday cakes, fondants, different kind of different cake types really. You also have executive classes, maybe one-on-one classes, where you can actually go to the person's domain to train. So on a good day, if you are charging, let's say 35,000 naira per student who come to you for training, they are more like, in quote, apprentice, who come to you for training. If you are doing executive training, you'll be charging probably 100,000 naira per student or even more. So this is another option. So you are involved in the business. You know how to bake. You are using it to, you are creating income from it yourself. You also earn another source of income from training others on how they can bake. You can also have an online baking class or classes. Like, you can decide to go live, or you can have an online course, or you can even have a WhatsApp class, or you can do a webinar, that's online seminar, using Zoom or any other platform. These are options. Under this alone, you can see you have 1, 2, 3, 4 options, and it could be more. Talking about online baking classes. So the same the same line of business, but you are doing more with it. And of course, as you understand that there's a whole lot more you can do, you start to grow your team. You have people working with you. So you are not just creating employment for yourself, you are creating employment for others, because you are expanding, you are growing. You can see the many options available to you. So you can have online baking classes delivered through any means you deem fit. A live class, an online course, a WhatsApp class, or webinar. You can also have baking videos, like online videos or even offline videos. I mean, can you do your video, create DVDs for real, that's hard copy DVDs that you sell, showing people how to bake, either for commercial reasons, for business reasons, or for their own family, like housewives who want to learn how they can be baking their own bread, their own cakes, and all of that. Or even people that want to look at the business side of baking. They want to really consider the business side of baking. So you have, based on your own experience and the wealth of experience you've garnered over the years, yours and that of others, you can create a video that would train others. You can have it online, meaning you don't even need a physical DVD or any such thing, and you are disseminating information, giving value, and in exchange people pay you because you are impacting their lives. Another option, you can choose to create a baking manual with good pictures to make it look very attractive, or you can author a book or an ebook. So under this alone, we have another 3. Baking manual. That means you're not writing a book as such. It's just a manual. So once you have it ready on your system, you print it out, you laminate, you bind, make sure it is colorful, and you can actually sell. That's another way of earning from just one line of business. From the one thing you do, you are creating various sources of income, and you're able to reach more people, because there is a limit to what you can do one-on-one with others. But when you package what you have through these other avenues, you can actually transfer knowledge faster, and of course you get a wider reach. You can also author a book on maybe how to bake wedding cakes, birthday cakes, and all cake, or bread, meat pie. So anything bake that you can have like a book that is addressing different things baking. Another way to look at it, which is even solid and more important, is you're not just teaching people how to bake. How you can author a book on the business side of baking. The business side of baking. That's baking as a business. Because it's possible for you to know how to bake. You bake, but you don't understand the business side of it. So if you have developed yourself and you understand the business side of that your trade, then you can now decide to show others the way. And you can also go for an ebook. If you don't want to do a hard copy book, you can do an ebook. The world has advanced and people have over time embraced ebooks. They now know what ebooks are, and some people even prefer it. It's even a faster means, because with an ebook, it can easily be downloaded from just about anywhere in the world. So you can reach a wider audience. You can start a baking academy. Note, I'm saying baking because it's just our example. It could be you can apply all these steps to just about any profession at all, or any trade, any business you do. You can start a baking academy. Let people come in for intensive training on how to start a baking business, how to bake, and all the deep things about your line of profession. You can open branches. You can have different outlets. So you start with outlet 1, but over time you grow. And before you know it, you have a second branch, a third branch, and on and on and on. Look at it. We have banks. They didn't start with 20 branches all at once. They started with 1 and gradually they grew. If you look at all these banks, there was one time they used to call them, like all these GTB, Zenith, and new generation banks. But now you can't call them new generation banks anymore because, I mean, they've come to stay. So it's not just those banks that have the right to have different branches. You too, you can incorporate that in your own business. If you look at eateries, usually they start with 1 and gradually they keep opening other branches. Who says you can't do the same? Once you are able to create a system around that business, put structure in place, you will definitely be able to do this and more. Another option is franchise. Yes, franchise. When you become a brand, a known brand, another way to monetize it, to monetize your years of experience, to monetize your brand that you have become in that field, in that profession, in that baking business, is to allow other people buy franchise. So you make money selling franchise from your company. So your brand will spread faster. At the same time, you also earn more, create additional income for yourself. Another option is to create an online store. Yes, you don't have to sell from your shop alone. If you have a shop, it's okay, but aside from having that, you can sell online. So you can have orders coming from online, and you can also have the traditional brick and mortar kind of demand. So you have many options. Like I've said over and over, it's not limited to baking. This is just an example. But if you look at it now, we've look at like 15 different ways to earn from just one line of business. So look at that business you are doing currently. How many income are you creating from that line of business? Have you squeezed every possible money juice in that line of business? Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you have to create 15 income streams from one line of business. I'm just saying these are available options. You can just decide to just focus on 2 or 3 as the case may be, but don't leave so much money on the table. Squeeze every possible money juice from that your line of business. In fact, if you do not learn anything at all in these entire video sessions, understand one thing, that at every point in time, as you are becoming MSI conscious, multiple streams of income conscious, you squeeze every possible money juice in that line of business. Quote me anytime, any day. So that's our MSI from just one line of business. Multiple streams of income from different businesses. This is just about doing one thing well, really well, setting up a system around it, then move to the next. You see, you don't have to be jack of all trade, master of none. Multiple streams of income doesn't mean you don't have focus. In fact, it means you have more focus. So you focus on one line of business, nurture it, grow it, build system around it, build structure, let it bring profits, let it have a life of its own, and then you can now look at moving to the next line of business. Look at all these different rich men. Do they have one line of business? If you look at someone like Adenuga, Mike Adenuga, is the brain behind Glow, that's telecoms. Is also the one behind corn oil, that's oil and gas. They are two separate things. They are into properties, and on and on and on. Dangote, sugar is there, cement is there, refinery is there. Does it mean he's jack of all trades, master of none? No. They focus on one at a time, make sure it's working, and then they had another, and they had another. So look at what works for you, either MSI 1 or MSI 2, and then you can. I'll use myself as an example. My very first attempt at trying to even do any business for myself was in 1999. And what I did was food business. And it was really an eye-opener that, wow. I mean, I started making 100% profit from day one. I just did a very simple business model. I'll package food, go to offices. Then it was in Abuja. Go to Federal Secretariat in Abuja, and I'll go from office to office. They'll buy everything up, and then I'll return, repeat the process. Every day I was making 100% profit, and it was really, 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 really interesting for me. I mean, it was an eye-opener that, wow. So you can actually just start something and you just start to grow it like that. You're growing your little capital, and it's beginning to now increase. So you can start one thing when it has a life of its own by putting structure in place, creating a system. Then you can move to the next. Don't worry, everything and anything that you want to understand further in depth, you get to know about even as you join 2020 Action Gang. That's our business support group where you can get mentorship, accountability. You can take part in business projects and do so many fantastic things, and actually see implement multiple streams of income in your life, either as an individual or as part of a teamwork, as part of a group work. So all these things, it won't just make 100% sense by you listening to it, but by you acting, implementing, taking action before it will make full sense. So I did that. That was food. Over the years, I got a job in telecom sector. So I worked for another 10 years, and while I was doing that, I had my side also, which was more in e-business, and eventually, by the time I was through with telecoms, I went into export business. I did that for another 10 years. In fact, it's over 10 years now. 12 years and counting, I did that. And also, in the course of trying to diversify, we've gone into property and also into travels and other sectors like that. But nothing happened like, maybe it's not like everything just happened all at once. No, it was a step-by-step thing. As a matter of fact, when we gave export 10 years of undivided attention, strictly export. So even when we say, okay, you can have multiple streams of income from different sources, we're not saying the jack of all trades, master of none. No. You can just focus on one thing per time, gradually grow it, and then to the next. Before you know it, you can have like 3 sources of income or 4 sources of income. So it's very, very possible. It's doable once you understand how things work. So this is another option. Now let's look at 7-figure businesses you can to consider. Very quickly, arbitrage. Arbitrage means you buy low and you sell high. That's a business model that you can really look at, especially if you are thinking, okay, what business can I do? How can I make money? Blah, blah, blah. This is an option. Business websites. Wow, this is really deep. If you understand how to create business websites, you can use it to create income for yourself in many ways. If you join 2020 Action Gang, all these things you would understand deeper because there will be implementation. You see how business websites are created, how you can generate income from it, different income sources that can come from it. You can set up a digital marketing agency. That's another business you can look into. Niche food business. Niche food business is like, okay, you're not just, food business is actually a very lucrative line of business. But niche food business means you're focusing on a particular food type. For example, you are known for swallow. And under swallow, you can even choose to say, okay, strictly pounded yam or strictly amala or any of those things. Or you are known for delicious jollof rice and all the other things that goes with rice, like plantain, beans, meat, fish, chicken, and all that. You can choose to go for niche food business, especially if you want to go into the food business, but doing every and any kind of food type seems like it's overwhelming for you. Consider niche food business. Property profit. Wow, this is another area where you can create income for yourself. There are different options under property, how you can make money in property sector. Whether you have the big millions or not, you can find you can carve a niche for yourself in this sector. There is a role for you to play. There is profit to be made, either as the big player or as the small player or as part of a unit. You can make money from membership income, travels, consulting, seminar, export, import, drop shipping, webinar, agribusiness, manufacturing, brokerage, entertainment business, and lots more. These are different businesses. As a matter of fact, we have a copy. You can get a copy of 7-figure business report, where you have it's a report that focuses on each of these business, and we do a simple cost profit analysis on it, how the capital you need to start, the kind of profit you can make, and all that. 7-figure business profit report. Make sure you watch video 3. You get additional information on how to get it. You see, society teaches us to look at money this way. Salary. So your 1 month salary could be equal to maybe 150,000. In fact, some people don't even earn up to 150,000. But let's even say you earn 150k. Imagine looking at money like this. You make sales. Let's say you have 100 sales, at 5,000 naira per order. So you are making a total of 500,000 naira. So and that happens within the same range of 1 month. And it could even happen in 2 weeks. It could happen for less, and you can even scale it up. What are we saying? You see, there's a difference between exchanging your time for money. You are and actually exchanging products for money. You are limited when it comes to time. There's so much you can give with regards to your time. You can't walk 24 hours marathon. Even if you do 24 hours marathon, by the time you do it back to back, day 1, day 2, you break down. You break down. But if you have a product, particularly when you set up a system around it, that keeps bringing money for you, even in your sleep, then you have conquered and you have mastered how to generate income for yourself. So there is a cap on how many hours per day you can work, but there's no cap on the number of sales your business can make. So it's important you look at having your own business, your own side hustle, or could be your main hustle that will generate income for you. Quickly, let's look at different skill sets. You see, for you to really be effective in 21st century, there are certain skill sets that would really help. To grow, which will help you grow. So, range of skills or ability and experience needed to get the job done. These are skill sets. You need 21st century relevant skill sets to survive these times and season. Example: understanding how to create marketing plan. That's one deep knowledge that could really help you. Understanding what sales funnels are. Some of these things are actually interwoven. Email marketing, understanding what email marketing is in 21st century. It will go a long way in helping you business-wise and helping you be someone who can create income for yourself. Having skills, soft skills like graphics design, video creation and editing, digital marketing skills, critical thinking is actually a skill. Being tech aware, this is important. These are some of the things, just few examples of skill sets that will help you in 21st century. Don't worry if you don't have any of these skill sets and you're interested. As you join 2020 Action Gang, you would learn a whole lot that would help you. So quickly, let's look at passive income. Earlier we talked about being able to generate passive income. So we want to look at it critically. What avenues, what options do we have with regards to earning passive income? Online courses. You can have an online course or courses that is doing well, and you can sell it. You can sell your courses year in, year out. Ebooks. You can have ebooks that you sell year in, year out. You work hard once, but it keeps paying you over and over. You can even automate the entire process. Books, that's hardcover books that you've written, you can sell over and over again. Do reprints over and over. Videos, you create educational videos that you can actually sell over and over. Audiobooks. Property, of course. Property can be a source of generating passive income. Your own songs or anything connected to intellectual property. Shares, even though I have my reservations about shares, but that's also another way. You can suggest yours. Which other way do you know that can help you generate passive income. Get thinking. But it's important you start to pay attention to your income. So steps to take. Wow. We have just been talking and discussing various options available to you. But you see, no action, no results. And that is really our own area of focus. That's one area we are interested in. We want to push you and push you till you get results. So for steps to take, you have to check the next video. That's when we'll discuss at length on the steps you can take to make multiple streams of income a reality. Don't just be hearing multiple streams of income, how do you make it a reality? So if you have one source of income today, how do you ensure that, okay, in the next 90 days, you can have an additional source of income? And gradually, you can even end up becoming someone who has 3 sources of income or more. So watch the next video for additional information.